Roll the front thighs in. Broaden the back thighs. And pull up the floor. Draw the sacrum in and out. And continue that lift up the central channel. Release the inner thighs to the inner knees. Take your teacup hands behind you, pressing down into your support on the ground. Release the legs down. And yes, maintain that as you root the outer hips and thighs down with the sides of the body up. Outer hips to the armpits. And then find that reverse C in the armpit chest. Back of the armpit to the front, front of the armpit up, the edge of the shoulder blades down. Bring the hands on your thighs, palms up and down. Find your tailbone, take it a little towards your pubic bone and lift the pelvic floor. Widen your diaphragm, draw the sides of the waist back, take the front ribs a little back, and the back ribs up off the top end of the pelvis, and the rib cage right up over the hips, even as you absorb the thoracic spine and lift your chest. Lift the base of the skull off the back of the neck, tucking the chin slightly, so the back of the neck is long like a swan. Let your gaze look down, or you can allow your eyes to close and observe your breath. Pick your index finger and thumb to touch and palms down. We call it Gyan Mudra, Wisdom Mudra. Inhale and breathe. When you shake the palms down, it's more grounding. Palms up, it's more receiving. Observe the flow of the breath. And gently allow the breathing to deepen as you're ready. Observe the diaphragm moving down, the abdomen moving out, and the ribs expanding to the side and back body as you receive the breath all the way to the top chest, sternum, and clavicle. And then maintain the lift of the chest as you release the breath and let the abdomen release back towards the spine. Don't collapse the chest when you exhale. Maintain that lifted, open chest throughout the whole breath cycle. When you turn a little to the left, maybe pull your hands back, just your shoulder, a little bit. Yeah, more there. Yeah, that's better. And then let the breath return to its natural rhythm and observe the breath, the prana, the subtle aspect of the breath flowing through your whole body. And bring your palms together in Namaste Mudra. And bring the base of your thumbs at the bottom of your wrist area to the bottom of the sternum and press there. And then lift the bottom sternum to the top. Lift the upper arm bones a little bit and then draw the upper arm bones back. And then pulling the elbows down, connect the outer edge of the upper arm to the outer edge of the shoulder blade. Shoulder blades firm on the back. We'll chant one Om together and then we'll do our opening chant, calm response, and then chant it together at the end. So take a deep breath in and out. And then inhale deeply to chant Om together. Om. Sahana bhavatu, sahana bhavatu, sahana bhunaktu, sahana bhunaktu, sahaviryam, sahaviryam, Tejasvi, Tejasvi, Navaditam, Navaditam, Astuma, Astuma, Vidvishavahai, Vidvishavahai. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a little deeper breath, lift your heart as you exhale, release your head over forward. And release your hands down to your thighs and pause here for a few breaths. Root the outer hips and thighs down, release the inner legs to the inner knees, keep the legs releasing down. Lift the sides of the body up, outer hips to armpits, and take that reverse seating armpit chest. And then release the head down more, throwing the tip of the chin towards the notch of the clavicles. Lengthen the back of the neck as you release the front of the throat towards the back of the neck. And release the energy of your brain, eyes, and other senses down into your heart center. So come out of your thinking brain and descend into your sensing and feeling body. You keep yourself centered in your heart as you slowly raise your neck and chin and head up, keeping the eyes closed. Draw the chin back a little, ears over the shoulders, back of the neck long, and then with your eyes closed, raise your gaze to level. And then move your eyes to the back of your head and soften and broaden your internal focus. And then drop down into your heart center again and imagine that you're seeing and feeling and hearing and sensing from your heart center, not just at the front, but at the back and also at the sides. And maintain your sense of self there as you allow your eyelids to gently float open. And then go ahead and extend your legs. So you have to like that, and then we're going to come into your Virasana forward at the back of the mat. So when you're ready to remove your props unless you need something under your shins and ankles, knees. Pressing on your heels. Leave those together, knees apart. Let your buttocks descend with your heels. We go over forward fairly quickly, but still take whatever you need. So you might want to turn that leg the other way to use a wider knees. Right, and just take a moment to deflate your legs and let your skin release and flexion of your skin, and let your bones descend, let your shoulders come up over your hips, let your buttocks descend onto your heels. Okay, and observe your pelvis, so go ahead and arch your lower back for a moment. Everything will be like an arch and flatten. Then release that, curl the tailbone under, and let the top end of the pelvis roll back more. Right, and then come back and arch again. Inhale, and feel that engagement of your lower back muscles, sticking the butt out a little bit. And then as you exhale, release that engagement, pull the lower belly to the spine, curl the tailbone under dramatically. Right, and then drop the hips back. Yeah, and then come to neutral. See if you can find a nice neutral place for your pelvis. And then from that neutral place, we'll take the forward bend. Take your fingertips into the groin pit, right? So as you go over forward, the groin deepens and hollows and spreads to the inner groin and to the outer hips. You can put your thumbs into the outer hips to pull those back, right? And then as you come down, bring your hands on the ground when you're ready. And don't go too far too fast, straight arms. Spread your palms well. And see that your big toes touch, heels apart. You can adjust how you're sitting on your heels, right? So your feet are even, as you can feel them. And then spreading the palms evenly, press down into the base knuckles of your fingers and hands and forward into the tips of the fingers, right? So you roll to the inner edge of the fingers, outer edge of the thumbs, and then roll the outer edge of the upper arms away from the ears. Bring the shoulder blades around to the outer edges of the back. Keep the buttocks on the heels and walk your hands a little more forward. Have your hands toward the outside edges of your shoulders, not the inner edges of your armpits, Fernanda. So go wider, apart with your knees. Yeah. And then firm your elbows in and up, and broaden the shoulder blades at the top edge. Shimmy the lower front ribs in between the thighs, right, and the hips. We have them already. And just go slow. Take your time, right? From your shoulder blades, press down into your hands, forward into your fingers, even as you resist your elbows in and up. Right, and broaden the shoulder blades, and then find that right amount of effort and release to keep your arms straight and strong, right? And then when you get closer to the ground, imagine someone's gently pressing your shoulder blades deeper onto your back and bring your armpits closer to the ground. And then eventually tuck your chin and take the base of the skull away from the top of the neck.
right, without dropping the head down, keep the neck in line with the spine, as you eventually bring your head down at the
Hairline, bring the forehead down. And if you know you need support, take support, Tony, take a block, so that you can move your upper back in more, your thoracic spine, right? Turn the block the other way, so he's more front to back. There you go. And then pull it maybe a little towards your nose. Tuck your chin a lot. So, yeah, more, Tony, like that. Keep going, more, like that, more. Maybe take the block up a notch. Along the skinny edge. Yeah, tuck your chin a lot and draw the sides of the throat up any amount towards the ceiling. Yes, and press into the hands, still be firm. Now, can you feel a difference in your middle upper back? It's in, whereas before it was pushing out. So that's what I want you to feel. Yes, yes, stay here and tuck your chin. So when you tuck your chin and draw the sides of the throat up, you're still moving this in and up, right? Even as this goes back. This goes this way. Okay, so you're getting length and breathe into that length and open that area and keep thinking this is where you're wanting to remain neutral, right? Like eventually this becomes neutral for you, okay? And then after some time, you can go to there, right? But remain in this idea, okay? We're gonna come into, I forgot to put it in a second. Then we're gonna come into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. So you'll come when you're ready, come up onto your hands and knees, and always, if you want to stay a little longer in a pose, that's fine. If you need to come out sooner, that's also do that, right? So then, spread your palms out, extend your fingers, and push down into your hands. Sure. That you can feel that again and lift the elbows in and up, strong arms and shoulders, and then buttocks back towards the heels and curl the toes under and press down, right? From your inner heels to your big toe mounds. So your wrist crease points straight ahead. Press down and forward. At the same time, lift up energetically, even as you maintain this. And don't go forward to come up, go back to come up, right? Go back towards your heels, head down, look at your feet. No, curl your toes under, stay there. Now lift up, stay there and lift up. Go, yep, go, yes, yes. Okay, be there and breathe. Maintain this in your arms, not this. Yes, good. Lift the heels. Yeah, good. That's it. So from your shoulder blades, press down into your hands, forward into your fingers, from your elbows in and up. And then lengthen back from your wrist to your elbow to your armpit to your outer hip. Pull the outer hips back and the inner groins. Use the legs. Yeah, good. And then lift the front legs up as you reach the heels back and down, and line up the outer edges of the feet parallel, and lift the head of the shin bones up off the top of the feet as you reach the heels back and down. Don't collapse, right? Good. Firm the legs. You can adjust your distance front to back if you're too wide, right? Or too narrow. Yes, yes. And reach with your arms, reach with your legs, get length. Good, yes. Now walk your feet back. Sorry, walk your feet a little forward and your hands a little back, and then come to Uttanasana, standing forward bend. So if you know you need blocks for this, you can grab them. Actually, don't do that just yet. Instead, widen your feet a bit, turn your feet out, and then come down into squat. So if squat, you need a roller under your ankle, under your heels, like fold up a blanket in half long ways, and then put your heels on the blanket. And if you need 2 blankets, you can do 2 blankets, okay? Yep, walk even more back a little bit, Tony. Yeah, try that. Yes, now sit in your heels, like really sit down. So put the weight more back, lean back. Yeah, yes. Yeah, so dig your heels down, let your buttocks descend, and lift your chest. Good. And observe your inner thighs and groins and legs. Yeah. And if you don't need a blanket, you don't need a blanket. Yeah. Good. Then you're going to bring your hands on the ground, release your head down, and then come up maybe halfway. See, I'm only up halfway. Now, just like we did in Virasana forward, let your frontal hip points come down in between your thighs and release your head and your torso down.
Just be there for a few breaths in the bent leg position. Take your time there.
So bend more, Tony. Turn your feet out more, heels in, and widen your inner thighs and knees more, bend. Yeah, stay there and breathe. Now let your torso dangle there. Release your torso between that. Keep your hands on the ground firmly. Yes, yes. And just stay there with your leg, but keep letting your hips release over your thighs. Let your tailbone release to your head. Let your head release down. Shoulder blades lift and broaden. Good. And then come down again into that squat. Okay, so you can explore different ways of opening up your back body. You don't always have to do it the exact same way. It's not the best idea in the world to do it the exact same way all the time. Okay, so now you can bring your hands down and try to bring your wrists in between your elbows, bring your elbows on the inner legs and push the knees wide apart with your elbows. Let your buttocks drop down as you lift the torso up. Yeah, then bring your hand down again, release your head down, come up halfway and release again your hips and torso down in between your legs. This is a nice position that you see in Thai massage, the legs out like this. And also in shadow yoga, we do this more. In martial arts, widen your knees more, Wenxing. Widen your, no, not your feet, your knees. Yes, yes. Now, don't bend so much. Now stay there. Widen turn your toes out. Yes, now release over. Yes. Release from your pelvis and then start to straighten your legs up. In this position, start to straighten your legs up slowly. That's too fast. Keep your torso down. And then release your hand. Yes, yes. Then you can adjust your feet parallel. And keep releasing your torso down in between your thighs. Keep your knees wide. Come on, wide. Yes, and fall down in that space. Yes, and then that's too much bend. You don't have to bend that much. Fall down in that space. Yes, and straighten a little more. And straighten a little more your knees and stop. Widen your knees in that, yes, and fall down in that space without bending more. Yes, you see, you hold yourself up out of the pose. You're trying to release down. Okay, now you're going to come with your feet parallel and about sit bone width distance and come to your fingertips and look up, head up. Shoulder blades pull away from the ears. Firm your knees, lift your inner and outer kneecaps up, lift the top kneecaps up without shoving the knees back. Now find your sitting bones and roll them down towards your heels as you lift your hamstrings up to meet your sitting bones. Pull the belly in and again extend your torso. Hands to your hips. Lift your hips up off your thighs as you come up. Yep. Pull your waist in. So you can use a little bit of momentum as well as strength. Okay. And then pull your arms down and be in Tadasana and remove props from your mat. We'll do 1 or 2 sun salutations. Okay. So come to the front of your mat and have your feet sit bone width distance. So that means your heels drop straight down from your sit bones. Your outer edges of the feet are parallel. And then from your elbows and knees, lift your chest, right? Good. Yeah. Hug your outer shins in so that you don't push your, see here, Fernanda, hug your outer shins in, knees point straight ahead. Inner knees a little forward. Yes. Don't do it from your feet. Try to do it from your calves and knees and thighs. Yeah, stay there and breathe. Okay. Take this heel a little out. Yep. And then soften the knees. Don't push your inner knees back. Bend your knees a little. Bend. Yeah. Now when you bend, press here. Don't roll to the outer edge of the foot. Roll to the big chop. Yes. Roll this foot in. In, not out. Yes, like that. That's where you need the foot to be. This can lift a little. Yes. There. Okay. And then inner knees to outer hips. Outer shins in and calves in a little so that the inner knees come forward to turn this way a little. Yeah. And then inner thighs apart from each other. Outer hips in and down. Look at your left foot and try not to do this with your left foot. Extend that inner left foot. Yes. Yes. Even as you roll the knees up a little. Yes. And lift the chest. Good. From the elbows, soften the gaze, draw the chin back, lift the base of the skull up. Extend the fingers straight down and breathe. Yeah. Good. And lift the chest. Yeah. Good. And then assess your ribs. Good. And breathe. Good. Assess your eyes. Take your eyes to the back of your head. Don't push your eyeballs forward. Yeah, you know who you are. Eyeball pushers. That's pitta, fire. That's fire. Yeah, good. Inner groins back, a little margi, a little bit. Yes. Yes. And then lift the side body up. Outer hips to armpits. Lift. Yeah, good.
Good, firm elbows. Yes, good. And then slowly release the lower back like we did as you draw the belly in a little towards the spine. Yeah. And then take the ears straight back. Yeah. Eyes open. Yeah, you're getting ready to move. Good. Beautiful. Mia. Good. Everybody looks good. Now, maintain Tadasana. Lift. Root. Inhale, take your arms up without losing Tadasana. Good. Back more, Mia, with your arms. Yeah. Good. Exhale, release over. Uttanasana. Let your head come down. You can bend and widen. Release your legs slowly, slowly. Release your torso. Take a few breaths here. Yeah, you can widen your feet a little, Tony. Just a little. That's enough. Yes. Widen your inner thighs a lot. And then release your torso more and straighten your legs as you do. Slowly, slowly. Slowly. Yes. So you can release the torso. Yes. Now, fingertips on the ground. Inhale, bring your right leg back. Lower your knee. Point your toe. Bring the top of the foot down for a low lunge. Draw your outer ankle in. Press the top of the foot down. Lift that back knee up. Right? And spiral the inner right thigh up. Reach the right leg back and move your left knee forward of your toe. Look here. Look here. Left knee forward as you reach the right leg back against that resistance. And then slowly you can lower the knee down. It doesn't, see, look, my knee's still up, but I'm moving the left knee forward and reaching the right leg back and then slowly lower. Okay. So you can get a little, so look here, Mia. It's low lunge. Knee comes over the toe like Pashasana, like Marichyasana. More, more, more. Yes. Now come to your fingertips and lift your torso a little bit up off your thigh as much as you can. Yes. And sink your pelvic. Yes. Yes. And lift your chest at the same time. Good. Now push back. So that's low lunge. What's happening? You're opening the front of the back leg, right? Like for a back bend. Now left knee over the left ankle. Curl the right toes under. Come to high lunge. Pull the waist in. Look down. Flat palms. Step back. Straight arm chaturanga. Push up. Spiral the inner thighs up. Extend from the inner groins to the inner heels. Pull the outer feet to the outer hips. From the outer hips. Extend the sides of the body forward. Look down. Squeeze the elbows in. Breathe. Good. You can, I've been working on this. Hold it for a minute, then down dog for a minute. Then if you need to rest, otherwise you go back and you go back and forth. This is very good for strengthening. Squeeze the elbows in. Now gently lower your knees. And then point your toes, widen your knees a little and push back into a little bit of a wide-legged child's pose, right? You can bend your elbows and rest your arms down. Take a couple of breaths. Deflate your legs. Go ahead and bend your elbows, Tony. Yes. Pull your elbows back towards your knees more. Yeah. And since your head's not touching, bend your forearms across and rest your head there. Yes. So that this take the moment to deflate, right? Now, as you're deflating the legs, don't push your spine out in that place you push it out. Yes. Tuck your chin more. Yes. More. So more the top of the head comes down, not the forehead. Tuck your chin more and take the top of the head down like you're in headstand. Yes. And then move the spine in and forward at the same time. Yes. Okay. Good. And then coming up, hands and knees. Okay. And then curl the toes under, lift the hips up and come to Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lift the kneecaps, lift the elbows, inner groins back, outer hips back. Use that to pull the legs back. Yeah. Good. Press down into the hands, forward into the fingers. So instead of rooting your heels down, lift your knees up. Wenching. Yeah, and when you lift your knees up, look at your feet. Don't roll your feet in a funny way. Keep your feet neutral so the inner ankles go back evenly. Lift your kneecaps up. Yeah, straight legs. Lift your knees. Straighten your knees. Your knees are bending. Yes, straight knees. Straighten the left knee. Yes. And be there. Yes. Good. Okay. And then inhale and bring your right leg forward. Lower your left knee down. Come to your fingertips. Point your left foot, draw the outer ankle in, press the top of the foot down, lift the knee up, spiral that inner left leg up, right? And then start to reach your right knee forward of your toes as you, don't lower the knee. Look here, Tony. Reach that left leg back, lift the knee and extend the left leg back. Yes. Now start to reach the right knee forward of the toe as you reach the left leg back and then lower down, right? So you can kind of play in that zone of opposites. Yeah. Sink the hips, lift the chest. Yeah. Until your right sitting bone is sitting on your right heel. Yeah. Good. Push back. Right heel over the right ankle. Pull the waist in. Curl the left toes under from the outer hips. Look down. Exhale, step forward, Uttanasana. Release your torso. Inner groins back, outer hips back, head down. Couple of breaths. Broaden the buttocks away from the sides of the sacrum and take that to the outer feet. Yeah, lift the inner feet up through the inner knees to the inner groin. Yeah, good. Yes. Yes. Good. Coming up, look forward. Buttocks down, hamstrings up. Inhale, reach your arms, use your arms. Buttocks down. Pubic up. Don't grip your groins. Keep your inner groins moving back and hollow and spread. So your legs are firm and you're moving your pelvis around your firm legs, arms up and back. Yeah. Good. Don't look up, Mia. Just look straight ahead. Take your ribs back. Take your thighs back. No, that's forward. Back. That's forward. Go back with your, yeah, and your ribs too. Yes. And then squeeze your arms towards your ears and up. Don't bend the elbow. Right elbow. Yes. Breathe. Good. Exhale. Good. We'll do one more. Okay. Inhale, reach your arms up. If you like, you can take your head back, look up, and bring your palms together. Okay. And then exhale, you come over, Uttanasana. Bend and widen for a moment, like you're going to go to that squat, but don't. And then straighten. You can play around there, right? Come to your fingertips. Inhale, bring your left leg back. Stay in high lunge. Spiral that inner left thigh up, right knee over the right ankle. And extend from your inner left groin to your inner left heel. And then find your outer left heel and pull it up towards your outer left knee, towards your outer hip, right? So you're straight and firm in your standing leg, the back leg, right? Move your foot a little more back, Mia, so your heel is right over the ball of the foot. Stay there and breathe. Yep. Okay, like that. So you stretch that and you strengthen. Yes. Good. Drop this hip and extend the torso forward, both sides. Yes, and draw that outer knee back to the outer hip. Yes. See if you can maintain that. Yes. Firm. Okay. Yeah, feel that. Feel that. Push this back is knees forward. Both sides of the torso forward, not the pelvis. Now extend the torso. Yeah, and look down when you do that. Yes. Good. Flat palm, step back, straight arm, chaturanga. Push up. Good. Take a breath. And then exhale, lower your knees, stick your butt out, bend your elbows back, chest chin down, and then lower your legs, slide your hands back, root your hips down and curl your chest up. So go as high as is comfortable for you. Take a twist, look back. Take a twist, look back. You can do this a couple of times. Come back, open the chest, go back through that little Virasana, and then up to down dog, whenever you're ready, okay? So I'm just getting you to understand, you can play in sun salutation any way you want, right? It's to warm up your body. You're not gonna get a grade at the end of it, right? But you want to make it your own, and then you can explore it new every day. Don't do it the same way. Engage it. These are lazy. Yes, yes, yes. Good. And then go back that way. Yes, even as you reach forward. Even as you reach forward. Use your legs to take you back. Use your legs. Good. Inhale, bring your left leg forward. High lunge. Okay. Maintain. Left knee over the left ankle. So now the outer right knee to the outer right hip. Then spiral that inner left leg up and extend back from the inner groin through the inner heel. Maintain Tadasana, firm waist, look down. Breathe. So observe your pelvis and your back thigh, right? So outer right knee to outer right hip, so your hips are square. Drop the outer right hip down. Lift this, yes. So now these are even. Maintain this and extend the side body forward, the center body forward. Reach your spine forward. Reach your collarbones forward. Yeah, here. Yes. There. So you have straightness. Yes. Breathe and breathe. That's better. A little higher. There. Yeah. There. Yeah. Down a little here. Yeah. Good. Okay, and then step forward. Exhale, standing forward bend. Release your torso. Breathe. Bend, widen, straighten, play. Okay, release your head though. Release your torso. Yeah. Explore the opening of your back leg. So bend and widen, bend, bend. Don't widen your feet, widen your, yes, yes. Wide, yeah, wide, yes, yes. Now slowly start to straighten. Slowly, that's too fast. And when you straighten, don't lift your torso. Yeah, stop there, release. Bend a teeny bit. Now stay there and release. Now straighten more and play that way, right? Yes, good. Okay, and then come to your fingertips and look up, head up. Roll your buttocks down, arm your waist, inhale, swing your arms up. Good, right to Tadasana. Slide the sides of the throat back, look up, palms together if that's comfortable, and arms can be straight, and then exhale and lower your arms. Good, okay? So now we'll take down dog in the ropes. So you can take a blanket, open it like this, put it around your waist, like so. Take the belt, the rope over you, and move your mat away. You're not gonna need it. Okay, and then you can have blocks for your hands. You bring your heels up the wall. You put the rope and the blanket right at the crease, right? And then you reach your arms forward. Okay? And then have blocks handy so that when we go to come up, you might need them for that. Okay? You can use this, Tony, if you want. So if you open the blanket even longer, then it goes more around the outer hips, and you can fold that in half. So fold that in half now, just like that, and then fold that in half, and then take it around. So then it's wider and still folded in half. Yeah. You can, it's like this. So you still get that double thickness, right? And then there.
Very good.
Yep. Then you walk your feet back and you keep the tension of the rope, right? As you walk your feet back. Otherwise, what happens is it falls. You can adjust it when you come down and then take your hands down and go. Yeah, heels up the wall. Very good, Wenqing. Isn't that great? Look, I can see it in your body. It's good, right? Yeah, and you can take your feet a little narrower if that's okay. Walk your feet in more, even more. Yes. Yeah. Maybe walk your heels a little more up the wall. Okay, good. Yeah, and Mia, walk your heels down the wall. You're too much up. Yeah. Now you wanna reach back, inner ankles and outer equal. Yes. Lift up. Yes. Yes. Maintain that. Good. And reach your arms forward. Good. So now, and Margie, draw your outer right ankle, even both ankles in, and inner, yeah. Inner, and right ankle more. Outer ankle and an inner heel to the wall. Oh, you got the bunion there. Is that because of that? Okay.
It's hard to tell when I'm
Yeah. This has to roll in. Yes, a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so don't do too much. Just the teeniest bit. Think of directionally without lifting this up. Yes. Yeah, or just hug the ankles in a little. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. Good. Walk your arms more forward. Mia, take your heels up the wall, just not as much, like halfway up the wall. And also look here, Mia. So this rope is coming from this hook. So you have to be in the center of the hook. So here, let me take this. I'm gonna do it. No, you're fine now. Okay. I'm gonna open this up for you. So it's just a little broader this way. And then it wraps more around your hips. Less pain. Now, when you go forward, you have to be with the hook between your feet. Look down and see the hook. You have to go a little to the right now. Keep the belt from sliding down. Yeah. Yeah, and look at your feet. They're not even, right? Look at your feet. They should be even side to side, side to side. Look, this one is like 2 fingers and this one's like 4 fingers. Okay. Yes. Now reach your arms forward. You don't have to support with your arms. So you get lots of stretch. Yes. Good. Maybe your hands would be just a little wider, Simon, arms, so that you have a little space. Yeah, so you don't pinch there. Yeah, good, Fernanda. Roll this way, okay? This is what I keep trying to get you to do. And you keep doing that every time. So this has to go here. Don't push against me, keep this here. Okay. Now just turn your hands in and down. Yes. Okay. You see how those two can do the same? Do different things at the same time. Good. Now don't turn your hands. Spread. Yes. 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 Bring your heels a little out and a little down, Fernanda. Heel, that's enough. Heel, right heel out to the side more. Yes, yes, yes. Observe that ankle. Every time you come to class, you have to do this so you can see your ankles and what they do. Okay, inner and outer ankle even. This is the stirrup of the leg, and that's what's causing problems. Okay, good. Now walk your feet forward, hands back. Come to Uttanasana, standing forward bend. Well, that's interesting. Good. Take your butt off the wall and lean forward, Lena. Lean more forward. No, not back. Forward. The other way. Lean the other way, Lena. No, don't, yeah, just that's good. Just there. Yeah. So no, don't put your butt on the wall. Lean more into your hands. Yes. And now root your heels down. No. Keep your buttocks right over your heels. Yes. Yes. Good. Head up. You can use your blocks here. Come to your fingertips. Oh, wait, actually, go into standing forward bend. Sorry, I got confused. Go into standing forward bend. Yeah. So, but you might want to have blocked handy for the next thing. So in the forward bend, make sure that the rope is not on the tops of your thighs, right? It should be in the groin pit area. Okay. You want to make sure the rope is in a good place. And then you can bend your knees here a little too. Widen your inner thighs and release your torso. It's so tight. Here, release this. Yes. Breathe here. Create space here. Release here. Yeah. And then slowly straighten your legs up when you're ready. But don't shove your knees back. That's not how you straighten your legs. Walk your feet a little forward more if you can, Suman. Okay, good. Yeah, root the heels down and release the hamstrings up. Don't push the knees back. Push down here. Don't push back, push down. And then just release this up. And broaden here and let this roll in. Let this come down. Yeah. Okay. Good. Work your feet a little more forward, Tony and Fernanda, if you can. Yeah. Lean into that. Yes. And make sure that this is not thinking, right? It should be right up here, right at the roots of the thighs. And you release down. Yes. Good. Yeah. Good. Now come to your fingertips and come on getting ready to come up, right? And then extend your torso forward. Yeah, Lena, you stay there. So right here, getting ready to come up, concave back, but be on your fingertips. Yes. You see how that makes you higher. Now, and also lighter. No, keep high like you were. Stay high. You're getting ready to come out of the pose. So you want to be high. Yeah, now lean forward, Lena. Lean your chest forward, lean your chin forward and look up. Look up now. Yes. And lift your head up as you look forward. Yes. Pull your waist in, drop the buttocks down towards the heels. So you guys, you can stay there, Lena, if that's good. You guys extend your arms and be there for a moment. Yes. So you're getting ready to come up, but you don't come up yet. Yes. That's it. Straight legs. Good. Extended torso. Lean into the ropes. Look forward. Yes. Yes. Good. Straight arms. Yes. Lean. Good. All right. Good. Stay there. Okay. Good. Yeah. Stay there. Come on. Grip your arms. Okay. You got it. Good. Straight arms. Grip. Yes. Good. Now inhale. Come up. Arms up and come up. Yes. Arms way up and back. Walk back. Good. Be in Urdhva Hastasana in Tadasana. Yes. But don't lean into the wall unless you need it because you got dizzy. Walk a little forward, Katie. So yeah, just a little, just so you're not leaning on the wall. Yeah, that's it. Good. Arms a little more up and back, Suman. Too much. There. Thumbs up, even to the pinkies. No, even to the pinkies. Thumbs and yes. Exhale, lower the arms. Good. Okay. Now remove the blankets. So then we're going to do Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, foot on the wall, right? So you can use your windowsill maybe, Rena, but if that's too high for you, then you can use a chair, okay? And that's the same for everybody here. So you can use So you try to intersperse yourselves evenly, okay? And then you can place this under, right? So that you can put your heel right there, right? And then it's Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, right foot up, okay? So, and if that's too strong for you, which for many it will be, you can either stand on blocks or get a chair and you put your foot up there on the chair, okay? And so you can use a belt, Lena and Morgie, right, to wrap around your leg if you like. Once you get your foot up. Yes, you can do like that, Lena, and put a blanket over the back of the chair. So if you do put your ankle up there, it's soft. And if it doesn't go quite that high, that's fine too. Okay. Yeah, and put that right up against the wall. Put that right up against the, yeah, so it does. And then stand and face the chair. Turn to face the chair, Lena. And then you step your right foot up on the chair, on the seat of the chair. Take a breath. Right? And then you place the heel up on the top of the chair if that's comfortable. Can you bring the heel up? Yeah. Is that okay? And you can bring the ball of the foot like on the wall for more stability. Push the foot forward and touch the wall with the ball of the foot. Yeah. So you can kind of explore, right? Yeah. Yeah. Good, Lena. That's it. Beautiful. Okay. So you feel stable? Feel strong there? Yeah. Good. Okay. Yeah, so okay, so it's the same thing here. Look, maybe you should just move over one so you're not quite as close to Wensheng, but see how you have to be centered to the hook, right? So move over here, see how you're not centered to the hook. So we're trying to find that. So here's the hook, right? You want to be centered, yeah? And also, you need more height. Okay, so let's take these here. Let's go step down, come on. And let's go a little higher. Also, 1 foot on each block. Be careful. Maybe they need to move over a teeny bit that way. Oops. I think let's go higher. Yeah. Try that. Okay. And then step the right leg up. So the idea is not to get your leg as high as you can possibly get it, but the idea is to keep your pelvis neutral and keep your left leg as in Tadasana, the standing leg, right? Now, if it's too close, Suman, you can move back a little. Might be a little too close. So this has to drop down. Yeah, good. Is that okay? Too strong. Roll this leg back, right? And then instead of this, right, you're still here. This is all in Tadasana. Just this leg is up. So if it's still too much, then we need to go a little higher. You want to go a little higher? Okay, step down. So you can add this under the block. You know, try one first. Even the pelvis, right? So instead of this, right, you want to be even and be able to stand straight. Drop this down and lift the torso up even and roll this thigh back. Yes. Yes. Better. Is it too strong? We can put a little more height under there. I think we might. Okay, take a breath, step down and do the other side. Change leg. Yeah. Maybe it's better like this actually. I don't know. Try that. Yeah, left leg up. Ah, good. That looks better, Suman. How's that, Mia? That looks better. Feels better. Yeah. Do you want some height, Wensheng? I think you would benefit from that. Yeah. I'm gonna get you some blocks. So remember, be interested in getting your pelvis even and neutral. So you're in Tadasana with your standing leg and torso. Then like your left leg is up and your arms are holding the ropes, right? But you're in Tadasana otherwise, okay? Okay, so you'll have to come down. And then you can start with this, for this, you know. Check your standing leg foot, see that it's parallel. And so look at your right foot. And also, because then that's going to affect your hip and your whole leg, right? And your whole Tadasana. Yeah. And also make sure you're not too far back. You could hop in a teeny bit. Try that. Better. Keep right heel out more. Right heel. More. More. Oop. There. Try that. Yeah. Good. Right? See how it changes things, right? Yeah. And also you could move your, standing leg foot a little out to the side to create more wideness, just not your toe, just your heel. Yes. 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 From the outer hips in. Okay, step down, change legs. We'll repeat again. On the right, the same thing, right and left. Okay. Now, when you hold the ropes, can you see me? Look how I'm taking the arms through, prayer position, turn my palms down, slide. And then it's just like, I'm just pulling this down and lifting up, but I'm not holding on for dear life. It's more like a balance, right? Try that. And those on Zoom, if you wanted to, you could have a belt to hold on to, or you can just put your hands on your hips. That's fine too. Yeah, Morgie. And you can relax. Don't overdo the grip of the hands on the belt, but extend the inner leg to the inner foot and push the inner leg to the wall and bring the outer leg back. Yes. And make sure your left heel is out a little bit more if possible. Or is that your, yeah. Yes. So your foot's more parallel. Yeah. This looks good, Lena. Good. Better. Very good. And so your arms are not straight, right? So your elbows are bent. And then you just pull down like a little bit in order to lift the chest elegantly. It's very easy peasy. Belly in, buttocks down. Yeah, eyes soft. Look to the toe. Good. Yep. Just roll this down a little. Yes. Good. Yes. And push into that inner foot. Push the foot into the wall. Yes. Yes. Lift the heel. Okay. Don't do the death grip. Oh. Lift the chest up. Yes. Look to your foot. Push your inner foot to the wall. Even your pelvis. Yeah. So now you have more balance actually because of the foam and the block, right? So it's a little dicier. It's true. But it's not like a big fall. Okay. Good. Step down, change legs. I think you're just a little too close. Also, down. Let's just move you back the teeniest bit. See if that's better. Left leg up. So Wenxing, step down, and let's take you up a notch. Okay, 1 foot on each. Yeah, and start with both feet on the block. Yeah, both feet, 1 foot on, yeah. No, 1 foot on each block. Get the heels on the block. Get the feet parallel. Take a breath. Stand on the right leg. Bring your left leg up. Too far from the wall. Step down. Just move it a teeny bit in. Yeah, Emily, you could hop your right leg forward a bit. Yeah. Good. See, second time's better, right? Yeah, that's why we repeat. So this is, so when you do a forward bend, this often happens. All this rolls into, right? So you want to, this is like the smiling outer hip. This rolls down even as this goes this way. Yeah. So that kind of belongs with the hip because otherwise the hip hikes up. I see. Yeah. And then even out the sides of your torso. Yes. Good. Take a breath. Step down. Step down. Good. So the next one is Utthita Parshva, to the side, right? So now if you're very flexible, you can go straight out from the hook, right? You know, something like that, right? But most of you might need to go back a little. So this leg comes a little forward to the hip, right? And then you can either hold this one or I think this one's better. Yeah. And then you want to be interested in that top hip, releasing, curling under, even as you resist the left leg back. And so it's like Utthita Trikonasana, right? Extended triangle. Okay. So you take your right leg up and then adjust your standing leg, right? And see if you got too much, you know, even, maybe you need to step back more, maybe you need to step forward more, right? Adjust your standing leg and then adjust your right leg hip. So you know, chances are you still need to stand on a block to make it more accessible, right? Yeah, I would, yeah. So in order to get your buttocks even, I would. So you can have two blocks, right? Just so you can stand 1 foot on each block. This foot here, this foot here. No, this foot here, and that, yeah, stand, yeah. And then take your foot up. Then it might be too far from the wall. Okay, so you can see, yeah. Yeah. Now, is that high enough or do you need more height? Let's see. I think more height is better. Come down. Yeah. You do that? Both feet on the block, one on each block. Stand, both feet. Get the heels on the block. That's more important than the toes. Yeah. That looks better, Tony. Yeah. How does that feel? Yeah. So that's what we're trying to make even is the two sitting bones. And this one's still a little bit up, right? So you can do that. Yes. Right. And as you release here, you draw this in to encourage release here, right? Disengage this release. So that's why, like when you do an arch, this release, when you flatten, disengage in this release. So you engage your release here. Yes. Good. Now lift your ribs and turn your ribs to the left, away from the extended leg. Yeah, it's a twist in your upper body, just as it is in Trikonasana. So you can just extend your left arm down, or not out to the side, just take it to the hip if you do anything. Right, but be more interested in what's happening in the leg is up. So don't lean everything back, right? So instead, just think of here and here, just like release. I flatten, right? I'm going to engage this. Now release the right buttock down. No, not your rib cage. Here. Yeah, it's hard to find. It is. So step down and take the block higher, just like Fernanda had. Yeah. Okay. And then actually everyone step down and change leg. Okay, we'll repeat this twice on each side too. It's a good thing to repeat. So for this one, Lena, turn to face the camera. Turn your left leg to face, yes, that's it. Yes, sort of like tree pose. Yes, now you bring the right leg up. Although we did change to the left leg, but if you did the left leg before, do the right leg now. Yeah, okay. Yep, that's it. Good, Lena. So, Mia, come down and take the blocks up as high as Wenxing has. Yeah. Yes, yes, Wenxing. And see, when you drop the buttock, the right thigh wants to push forward at the same time. So you're trying to do right left buttock down and right thigh back, right, as you're able. Okay. So what I'd suggest is bend this leg. Okay. And then relax a little. And no, keep this leg bent. Okay. Take a breath. And then think just of your pelvis here. Draw the belly in towards the spine and release this where my hand is, this part down and under. Yeah. Now slowly maintain this and start to straighten here. Push this thigh back. Push this thigh back. At the same time. Okay, so I would suggest also with you next time, Wenxing, you need to be more back. You're too even, okay? Yeah, that makes it a lot harder. Yeah. So it's not this buttocks that you want to descend, okay? It's this buttocks. Okay, so this is external rotation. Yeah, but the toe points straight up, okay? This is internal rotation. So as you descend this, at the same time, you have to press this back. Yes. Yes, yes, and don't hike this up. Yes. Yeah, good. Step down, change leg. Do the other side again. So make sure you're not right straight. Okay, just repeat the same thing again. Unless you know it's good for you, then you can go straight. But otherwise, if it's hard, then you have to take your leg a little in front of your pelvis, right? To make it easier to externally rotate that top leg and drop the buttock down, just like in Trikonasana, right? Just like triangle pose. So Tony, if it's challenging, then you would want to move a little more back. It's okay? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's what we want, is get the hip down. Yeah. Yeah. So you're also a little far from the wall. So just step down for a sec, move the blocks a little closer in and a little further back. Okay, and try that. Yeah. Yes, keep dropping the right buttock. More. Yep, not the right side of the waist. So in order to do it, bend this knee. Okay, so then there's less strain here, right? Yeah, and then draw this in as you release just the flesh. Try to release the gripping flesh without moving anything else. So see if you can sense and feel these areas. So little release the gripping, right, and roll it under. Yeah. And then you maintain and straighten this leg up. Push the thigh back. And these two, yes, just like in Trikonasana. Good. Yeah. Yeah, Suman, you could step down and move a little more back towards the person behind you. Yeah. And maybe a teeny closer to the wall. Not that's too much. Yeah, try that. Bend your knee. Bend a lot. Yeah. See how the knee goes in? So see if you can, no, not the foot, the knee. Turn the knee out. Yes. With the knee bent. With the knee bent. Yes. And curl the sitting bone under. Yes. Now, maintain this leg. Don't straighten the knee yet. And straighten this leg. Slowly. Yes. Now push the inner foot to the wall. Yes. Okay. And keep this from hiking up. Good. Yep. Good. Okay. Good. Step down, change leg. So you're maintaining Tadasana and you're taking that leg out to the side, turning it and lifting it, right? Without everything going with it. And that's the challenge, right? And that's the work. And that's also the fun of it. So find that interest in it. So remember, go a little more back, Suman, maybe. Yes, so you're not straight out in front, and that's going to make it easier to find that turning of the leg. And that's the most important thing we want, the turning of the leg. Yeah. Dropping that sitting bone down, outer head of the femur forward, and then the head of the right thigh bone back. Yeah, Margie, that looks good. Really good. Lift the left side ribs up, Margie. Left waist and left side body is getting a little short. Yeah. It's your rib cage on the left. Something's funny. Yeah, you're pulling that left shoulder down a lot too, or something. Yeah. Yeah. And then press the right thigh bone back any amount. Yeah. Now extend your left arm like you did without pulling the shoulder down. Instead, roll that shoulder back towards Wen Xing. More, yeah, better. Okay, all right. Good. Yeah, so you would benefit from probably standing on a block here, especially maybe on this side. Just do 1 foot on the block, maybe. Now, bend this knee. Yeah. And then turn your pelvis this way. No, just keep this bent. Turn your hips. So this has to go forward and this back. So I think you might need to stand back a little bit more towards Emily also. Now, bend the knee. Yes. And lean this way. And then curl this. Yes. Now your hips are more even. So you were doing something like that before. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. Okay. All right. Bend and step down. Good. Okay. And then the next one is a twist. Okay. So you're going to start the same way as the first one. Okay. Like this. So then you can either use the rope, right? And as you turn, right, you get closer, right? So you have to reach your arm up more so that you don't wobble here. Okay. Or you can take your hand here, right? And then eventually maybe you'll do that. Okay. So right leg up, just like the first one. And then you twist. So for this one, you can just put your hand on your leg to twist. If you want, Lena, face the chair for this one. Turn to, yeah. Now bring your right leg up. First on the seat, yeah. And then up high on the back of the chair. Yeah. Now check your left leg, turn it in more. Yeah. So step down and walk a little closer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and now bring your right leg up. Now that might be too close, but you'll see. Okay, that looks good, actually. That looks good. Yeah. Straighten the right leg and press the left thigh back. Good. Now you'll turn, right, and bring your left hand on the left leg and turn. Left hand on the right leg and twist. Left hand on the other leg, Nina. Yeah, there you go. Twist. Yeah, that's it. Right now, when you twist, keep pressing that left thigh back. Try, don't let the left thigh roll. Yes, there you go. That's it. Good. And then you lift and turn, lift and turn. Yep. Yeah, keep your right hand on the hip for now. Yeah, just keep your, yeah, because everything is, so let's bring this foot just a little more here. Okay, good. And then just be in Supta One for a moment because it's very tight. So I think you still need that other foam underneath. Yeah. Yeah, forget the arm. Yeah, step down and move the blocks just a little closer and also more centered. Yeah. So first just take your right leg up and be in Supta One. Yeah. Right. So are you repeating that one for a reason, Margie?
Oh, just because I came down.
Oh, okay.
sooner.
Everyone else? Okay. 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 You want to even it out? Okay, good, Mia. Now, see how your hips are turning this way, right? So you want to turn your hips to face the rope wall. Now, straighten your standing leg. You can bend this leg. Straighten the standing leg. Yeah. Yes. Okay, step down. It's a little dicey, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the other thing you can do next time is you can get a chair, right? Put your foot up on the chair instead of on the wall. You know, that might be better. But for now, let's do this because we're already almost done here, right? So you can do like that. I think that's going to be better. Yes. Zoom on. Really good. Drop the right hip down. Yes. Now, even as you drop the right hip down, right, you have to firm the left hip in. Both hips, yes. Now, keep your hand on your right hip like that. Yeah. Now lift this side. Yeah. Yes, not so much the shoulder, but yes, yes. Good. Firm your this leg. Yes. Don't let this bend. This foot has to go here. Now you can lift and turn and keep your hand on your hip. Forget about that arm. That's only if everything's really groovy. Okay. Yeah. And you can slide a little and bend a little so that the shoulder can be, a little relaxed. Yes. Yes. From here, not the knee, not the knee. Yes. Yes. So instead of the hip doing the turning, see if you can find it in your rib cage. Yes. Yes. Drop this hip. Yes. But when you drop this hip, yeah. And then bring the shoulders. Yes. Then the arm just goes because it's already there. Right? But you start from the foundation up, not from the top down, right? Yeah. Breathe now, in and out, and keep bringing that left shoulder towards this person. No, that's your right one. Yes. Yeah, so they're even. Keep walking up with the left arm a little. Yeah. Yes, and bring that left shoulder towards. Yes. You see? Good. Untwist, face the wall, step down, change leg. If you haven't already. And if you have, then be there. Yes. Yes, I know it. We'll see if we even get to Supta. We will. It's only 12. We still have some breaths left in us. We won't do all the exciting things I had in mind for you, but we'll do most of them. Yes. Good, Katie. Good. Now you're pretty good. Just start to twist. Yeah. And as you twist, walk your right hand up and keep your toes on the wall. Don't, yeah. Yeah. I know that's a habit Joni has. She was saying too. Now her toes never go down. She practiced toes up all those years and now her toes won't go down. Down, down, down. You naughty, naughty little toe. Yeah, toe to the wall. Yeah. Now look at your foot. Don't do that. Right? Have a happy foot. Right? A happy spread ball mound of the foot. Yes. There you go. Then lift and turn. Lift and turn your rib cage. Turn your shoulders. Bring your right shoulder around towards Emily. Come on. Bring the right shoulder to Emily. That's your left. Yeah. That back, that's your left. Right, there's Emily. Bring that right shoulder towards Emily. Right shoulder. Yes, keep going. Right shoulder towards Emily. Yes. Turn your, yeah, right? Now extend your left arm and look, turn your head. Yes, take a breath. Hold the leg. It's more stable than the rope. Yeah. Bring the right shoulder towards Emily. Come on. Yes. Good. Untwist. Face, step down. Take a breath. Repeat. Let's repeat the leg. It's so much fun. I know you love it. I know you do. We won't do it as long. Right leg up, twist. You don't want to do it again. Okay. Do you want to do, is this yours? No, there. You Prasarita Padottanasana? Okay. Oh, do the straight. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Emily. Sorry. Do what you need to do. Some of us are still menstruating. I often forget that. So you're going the wrong way. Is that what you want to do? Are you just trying to stretch that inner groin? Yeah. Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. Yeah, also you, Mia. Were you watching Mia or were Mia was watching you? Change legs, Mia. Yeah. Yeah. And remember, don't go right for the full pose. Take your time to build the foundation and then go to the top bit, right? So start in your legs, start in your pelvis, then your waist and your rib cage, then your shoulders, then your arms, then your neck and eyes and face. Okay? Yeah. Yes, Katie. Good. Yeah, good. Now, stay, wait, Suman, bring your hand, yeah. So what's not completely in the pose? Well, you're, if you can, could you straighten your right leg? Your right knee is bent, right? And your left thigh is pushing forward. Press your left thigh back, the standing leg. Yes, at the root. Draw the right knee back to the right hip and roll. Yes. Now straighten your right leg. Push that inner foot to the wall and grip the kneecap. Grip the kneecap. Yes. Now go and maintain as best you can your straight legs as you go. Keep pushing that foot into the wall. Inner foot to the wall. Yes. Yes. And then, so as you twist, you take the arm up. Yeah. And then, yes. Now, yeah, straighten your right leg. Yes. Push into the wall with your foot. Yeah. Push, push. Yeah. Now take the other arm. Firm your hips. Grip your right kneecap. Even as you push the inner right foot to the wall, draw the outer right knee to the outer right hip. Yes. Straight knee. Yes. And turn. Yes. Good. Walk your left arm up and reach your right arm to the middle of the room. Lean to the middle of the room, Suman. Lean into the middle of the room. No, that's back. Yeah. This way. Middle. This way. This way. Yes. Yes. Good. Untwist. Face the wall. Take a breath. Step down. Change legs. Good. Yeah. Good. Left leg up. One more twist. So you're twisting in this one. Ideally, your hips are staying neutral, like as if you were in Parsvottanasana, right? Like this is like Parsvottanasana, right? Kind of. Do you remember that pose? Right, when you're standing with one leg forward and you do a forward bend. Then you twist, and when you twist, ideally you don't drop like we did last week, right? We were rolling that hip back, so you don't drop. Your as you twist, your hips stay neutral like they are now, right? So you don't roll your right hip towards your left hip too much. Okay, so you, instead of twisting from here,
I
right,
see
you
what you're
maintain
saying.
that. You lift and you go, you twist. And as you twist, you have to lean a little this way. Yes. You can bring this hand on the hip. Yeah. Lift the rib cage. Yes. And turn the chest. Yeah. And breathe. Yeah. Breathe into that and roll the right ribs around and bring the right shoulder towards the person to your left. Yeah. Okay. Stand here. Firm here. Yes. Breathe. Yes. Keep pressing this back. Yeah. And dropping this down. Yes. And then lifting everything up out of there from here. This. Wake that guy up. Yeah. And maybe you do this. Right? Oh my gosh. Lean towards me. Yes. More. Hips away from me. Yes. There you go. Good. Okay. Yeah, this side's easier. Your other side is more complicated. Good. Beautiful. Okay. Untwist, face, step down. Very good. So the question is, I think, yeah, let's, do we do Prasarita Padottanasana? Wide-legged standing forward bend to sort of even out? I think we have to. Yeah. So then you need your yoga mat. You can just take it anywhere. It doesn't matter, right? And just come down and get your head down and widen your hips and legs. Hollow abdomen. And hands down. And hips even. Use a block or whatever you need for your head as needed. Okay. Yeah. So Mia, your hands walk back. So your hands are like chaturanga arms. Hands and arms are like chaturanga. So chaturanga, no, it's like this, right? Yeah. So your elbow pushes into your wrist. Then you push forward off your wrist into your fingers. Keep your elbows from doing that, right? And then you can take it up, right? And then the head goes down and the shoulders lift up. And then you open the leg. Yep. Okay. So Suman, just soften your inner knees a little forward and more. Yeah. Inner knees more. Yeah. So here's your inner knee. Roll the, yes, like that. So your knee, when you're in this pose, don't let your knee go that way. Knee has to point straight ahead. Okay? Yes. Good. Press from your outer buttocks through your outer knees to your outer feet. Lift your inner feet up to your inner knees to your inner thighs. Roll your inner groins back, but keep your knees facing forward. And breathe. So as you stabilize your leg, let your pelvis and the skin and flesh of the pelvis release to allow you to come down into the forward bend slowly. You don't even have to touch, doesn't matter. Okay, push down. Elbows bend like chaturanga. Elbow stays in, not this. Yeah, inner elbow forward. Push down. Yes. Forget if you touch, doesn't matter. Just let your head release. Yeah. Let your torso. Yes. Good. Okay, then push down here. Here down a little and this up. Yes. So the neck is long. And don't harden, right? But be firm. And then slowly open your legs and don't lean forward. Just keep your weight in your legs and your hands. Yes. Yes. Good. Yes. Good. So your head. Okay. Don't lean. Don't lean. Yeah. Lift your shoulders up. Yes. Take your elbows back. Yeah. Good. Now be strong and breathe and soft and breathe. Strong and soft and breathe. Yeah. Your legs got too wide, Fernanda. Keep coming more. There you go. Now more. Come together more. More. There you go. Now stay there. Bend your knees. Widen your knees. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Here's your shoulder. In line with your shoulder. So this is not, you have big shoulders. Yeah. So you have to go a little wider. Turn your elbow this way. Yeah. Your hands a little forward. There you go. Good. And then you slowly root down here and release up here. Slowly. Push. Yeah. Good, Fernanda. Good. Now, when you're ready, you will come up. Okay. And so I had in mind Supta Padangushasanas also, but we don't have time. So ideally, when you come up, you need to use your legs. So if your legs got a little too wide, just toe heel in, but don't go as close, right? Stay as far as you can where you were, and then inhale up with your strong leg. Not bending your legs, ideally. Okay, straight leg. Okay, good. And then step your legs together. Okay, so then we will do supported bridge and legs up the wall. Instead of anything else like that. Okay, so supported bridge means get a bolster and a belt, get a bolster and a block and a blanket or two for your head as needed. Okay, and so it's a soft supported pose. So I'll show you. A block is good for your feet. A bolster, can I have that? And I'm going to show on this spot here. This maybe is Tony. Is this you, Tony? Okay. So watch for a sec. Do you see the setup? So look at me. So then you come down and put your buttocks forward, lie down, and then see how I just lift the hips to get a little loose. And then I try to keep my shoulder blades wedged on the bolster as I slide back like this. So you may or may not need support under your head. Look here, look here. So your shoulders have to come down, but if they come down without a blanket, that's fine. Try to keep the bottom tips of the shoulder blades wedged on the bolster. Then you put your feet, straight legs. That's it, easy peasy, okay? You'll rest here for some time and then we'll take the legs up the wall, okay? I don't know if you could see that. Sorry. Okay, you're just doing legs up the wall? That's fine too. Oh, look at you. Good, Lena. And if you could, bend your knees, roll over, and scoot your bottom buttock all the way to the wall. So when you bend your knees, Lena, bend your feet all the way down to the ground. Yes, now roll over to your side. Now roll over all the way. Bring your left shoulder with you. Now lift your hips up onto the bolster and move your bottom buttock bone to the wall. Yes. All the way. Yes. Now roll over. Yes. Now there's contact. Yes. That's beautiful. You could bring the bolster a little more back if possible. Bend your knees and lift your hips and then pull the bolster a little back towards you, towards your shoulders. Yes. Now lower down and get your buttocks as close as you can to the wall. Yes. Tuck your shoulder blades under. Yes. Now, is that good? Yeah, that looks really good. Okay. It's so funny. I still look at the computer and not the TV. No. So that you don't want to shove your chin up. Yeah. But just lower your head down. I don't think you need the blanket, but if you want a little softness,
That's right.
you can do that. Okay. How's that? Good? Right? And so, yes, this is the. Those are your peck minors are pretty.
Okay.
Let this drop down. Yeah. Measure able. Okay. And then soften up this whole area. Breathe there, like send your awareness, your prana, like you're directing the water to the hard, tight place in the sponge. I don't, you don't have to. You tend to, yeah, something. Give this guy a little breathing room here. Yeah. Yeah. So chin down. Yeah. Towards your throat. Yeah. And then soften everything. Yeah. So I'm coming here. So here's the bottom tip of your shoulder blade and then bend your knees and bring your feet on. Yeah. So near here, they're wedged in. Okay. Now you push back on. Right. Yes. Now keep this wedge here, right? Now straighten your legs. Don't push back when you straighten. Okay. Now you have a bigger lift in your chest, right? So that's what we want. That's the bridge part, right? Not just hips, but it's here. This part. Breathe into that space. Yeah, good. So it's 12:24. We can hang out a little longer. We normally do, but you can take your time in this pose for as long as you want. And then when you're ready, you just bend your knees and widen your feet, lift your hips, push the bolster forward, roll over, and then you can take your legs up the wall, right? You can do that with your hips on the bolster or not. You decide. Yeah, everybody's happy here. Now, if your back bothers you, lower back. You can do that, right? Takes any pressure off. Yeah. It's a little higher up. And now that you're here, okay, maybe a little softness. Set it up and down. Just so it's not. Katie, you can always remember this. Just lower head, yeah. Instead of pulling your chin down, yeah, and now just relax and find neutral, right? So neutral means not engaging the front of the throat. So for you, chin up just and then relax that, right? Yeah, and just like find a space that there's no tension in the front or the back of the throat. Best you can. Yeah. Because your tendency is to pull it in too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. You feel the freedom there? Yeah. 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 Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you have a few more minutes if you want to take the legs up the wall, or you can rest with your knees over the bolster and just rest flat on your back, or you can stay there. So you have choices. So if you're going to do the legs up the wall, hips on the bolster, just let the bolster slide. Once you get in, you can use the ropes to help you lift up and move the bolster back if you want. Because there's no sense in getting your mat at this point. Lift your hand, you can have that little softness. Okay, so maybe 2 more minutes. And wherever you are, you can stay, you can move, you can do what works for you. And take your time and start to make your way to sitting. And of course, if you need to go, you need to go. And that's fine too. And if you're going to stay for the closing chant, you can set yourself up in a comfortable sitting position for that. So find your comfortable seat, lifted torso, rooted pelvis, and relax your legs. And you can take Namaste Mudra if you like and lift your heart and press your thumbs to sternum. Take a big breath in and out, and then we'll chant Om together and we'll do call and response. And then a deep breath in for Om. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Vrichorma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Take a deeper breath and lift your heart. And then as you exhale, release your head, chin towards your chest, and release your hands down to your thighs and pause for a couple of breaths here. Surrender your head to your heart yet again. And then with your eyes closed on an inhale, raise your head up. Keep your eyes closed as you level your ears over your shoulders and your gaze to the horizon. Drop back into your heart center, seeing, sensing, feeling, hearing, smelling from all directions in your heart area. And then let your eyelids float open. And namaste. Thank you all.